Government has asked smartphone makers to mandatorily pre-install Sanchar Sathi app on all smartphone devices. The move aims to fight cybercrimes and prevent misuse of telecom resources. Union Minister Scindia says it is up to the user to keep or delete the application. This has sparked various reactions from opposition leaders, calling it dictatorial move and unconstitutional. Remember, the opposition's even compared it with the Pegasus spyware app. Meanwhile, government sources have revealed to CNN News 18 that all stakeholders have been consulted about the Sanchar Sathi app and they have been informed that security is of utmost importance. But reports suggest that Apple is not planning to comply with this mandate to preload its smartphones with a state-owned cyber safety app and will convey its concerns to New Delhi.
अगर आप चाहते हो तो इसको आप एक्टिवेट करो, अगर आप नहीं चाहते तो इसे एक्टिवेट मत करो। सुनिए ना, अगर आप इसको अपने फोन पे रखना चाहते हो तो रखो, अगर आप इसको डिलीट करना चाहते हो तो डिलीट करो। ये कस्टमर प्रोटेक्शन की बात है और हर भ्रम को मैं तोड़ने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं। आपको डिलीट करना है तो आप डिलीट कर दोगे आप, पर हर व्यक्ति को देश में नहीं मालूम कि मुझे फ्रॉड से प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए, मुझे चोरी से प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए ये ऐप है, तो हर व्यक्ति तक ये ऐप पहुंचाना हमारी जिम्मेदारी है।
ऑपोजिशन ये जो इशू ढूंढ करके लाने का आवश्यकता नहीं है।
We have a right to privacy to send your own messages to family, friends without the government looking at everything.
Is the government?
It's not just one thing. It's not just snooping on the telephones. It's overall.
All right, let's put this into perspective. First of all, before we talk about how, in fact, makers of smartphones are going to take this forward, Arunima, put this into perspective. When Priyanka Gandhi says that this is not just about spying, it is about the overall concerns and this is dictatorship, what does she mean by that?
See, if you look at the notification that was issued by Department of Telecommunication and if you look at subsection B of section 7, it says that ensure, this is an instruction to the mobile manufacturers and to the service providers, ensure that pre-installed Sanchar Sathi application is readily visible and accessible to the end user at the time of first use or device setup, and that its functions are not disabled or restricted. So these last three lines, disabled or restricted, is being used by the opposition to seek further clarification from government. Jyotiraditya Scindia has already said that users are free to delete it. There is an OTP mechanism. If they do not want to use the app, they can refrain from the OTP mechanism. But what the government is saying is that is this also, what the opposition is saying is that is this in contradiction with section 7B? So one interpretation is that government is making the onus on the manufacturers and not on the consumer. The manufacturers have to ensure that the app is visible, that if for existing users with scheduled software installation and updation, this app is visible on every phone. But if a user does not want this app, they have the freedom to delete it. That's the clarification that has come in from the minister.
Okay.
But even now, opposition leaders like John Brutas, for example, has again written to the government seeking clarification because they feel this is a concern about privacy, and in the garb of cyber security or protecting people from IMEI related frauds, government cannot invade into the personal space of people. So that concern of the opposition remains.
All right, stay with me, Arunima and Arun. Let's also talk about what the Sanchar Sathi app is all about and why does it matter at the moment, because the government is claiming that the Sanchar Sathi app, it has been downloaded close to 1.5 crore times. In fact, 1.5 crore users have been using this app. As far as the bogus connections, which have so far been disabled only because of the downloading of the Sanchar Sathi app is concerned, over 1 crore people have managed to, in fact, disable these kind of bogus connections. To be precise, 1.75 is what we are looking at. 20 lakh stolen phones have been traced thanks to this app. This is the data that's been shared by the government so far. And 7.5 lakh stolen phones have been returned to those owners. So the difference is the ones who have received those stolen phones back are close to 7.5 lakh. 20 lakh stolen phones have been traced. Let's quickly take that forward with Arun Dhanta, who's also with us on the broadcast. So Arun, put this into perspective. These are also some very crucial and significant points that have been traced, that have in fact been raised by Jyotiraditya Scindia also. And what is the government stance? Is this also to do with the rise in, say, digital arrests and telecom frauds as well?
Well, that's the whole reason and the point which government has been speaking about. Remember that this Sanchar Sathi app has been active for last 1.5 years, and now it has the controversy started when opposition parties started putting it out on social media, saying that look, this is another breach of privacy and this is another part of Pegasus that we witnessed earlier. And then of course we heard that clarification coming from none other than the telecom minister himself, Jyotiraditya Scindia, saying that there is no compulsion on anybody to keep or to log into this app. It is only of course compulsory for the manufacturers to put that app into the mobile phones, and then it is up to the customers whether they want to log in or not, whether they want to delete it or not. Now what after this statement opposition leaders are saying, Akanksha, is that now look, ever since we have taken up this matter, we started criticizing government about this. Now they have backtracked on this decision, and that is why you're hearing this statement coming from Jyotiraditya's side. But the larger point here is what government has been speaking about is that this app is going to help people a lot in the situation of losing your phone. You can through this app immediately block that mobile phone, because right now what happens, there are multiple instances which security agencies have got where these lost phones EMIs were changed, and then it is made another phone, and then it is being used for various dangerous activities. So in that case it can be helpful. Also through this app what you can know is that how many numbers are being registered under your name, because right now what happens, Akanksha, that sometimes your identities are given at different places. Say for example you check in a hotel somewhere, you give your identity card there, you never know that it can be misused. Misused. But through this app you will be able to see all these data, how many numbers, and also of course digital scam and arrest. These are the important facets which government has been speaking about, that how this app is really going to help in those conditions. Again, government has been clarifying this, that this is not mandatory. People who want to use it, they will use it. If you don't want to use it, then don't use it.
So stay with me. Let me take that forward with Pallavi. Pallavi, despite that clarification coming in from Jyotiraditya Scindia today, what still remains unknown or say in a grey area is how will the phone makers react to this. Apple has already sort of come up with its refusal to have a pre-downloaded app already on the phones. How will in fact this go down with other phone makers is also something we'll have to see. But can you tell us what is it that you're learning about the response coming in from Apple?
Well, Akanksha, very briefly, Apple has already created an objection to the manufacturers being asked to put in this app into their software, either in the existing phones or in the new phones that they're going to manufacture, because that's the way Apple is. Apple has always believed that their USP has been the fact that their phones are absolutely secure. They don't allow for any third-party usage of apps or downloading of apps. They cannot be dictated to. And also, they are very safely encrypted, which is why Apple phones are extremely popular across the world in government offices, and all of them, they are very much being used. But having said that, Apple for now is the only manufacturer who seems to have come out with an open statement. But when we did speak to telecom ministry officials, they told us very, very categorically that we have kept in mind all the stakeholders. We have told them that there's a reason why we need to go in for this app. The purpose of this app is only mandatory on the manufacturers but not on the consumers. So if you think that if I decide to download the app and this is going to lead to my information losing its privacy, my chats and my gallery, my personal photographs being made public, that is certainly not going to be happening. And therefore, this is the reassurance which has gone in from the ministry. I think, frankly speaking, we need to wait for a bit to see how it plays out on the ground, played by the year. But for now, this is very, very important that the government has given that reassurance, not just to the opposition, but also to the consumers, that don't worry, we are not forcing you to download the app. It is for your own security that that you need to do so.
All right. Many thanks to you, Pallavi, Arun and Arunima, for bringing us all those latest inputs. Let's also listen in to all the reactions that have come in on this news story.
Sanchar Sathi is an intrusion into the privacy of every Indian.
This is only legalized snooping.
This is like putting Pegasus on everybody's phone. The government will have access to your most intimate details.
Priyanka, what the government is saying, it's all about national security and cyber security. You agree with that?
Absolutely not. Under the garb of national security, national interest, citizens' interest, all they're doing is invading more and more of our privacy. Our engagement with our telephones and who we engage with, who we speak to, what we are talking at any given point in time, our location is not up for their tracking. It's similar to what Pegasus happened. It's similar to the messages we got through iPhone. So it's clearly a surveillance mechanism which the government of India is floating.
ये जो संचार साथी है, क्या उससे सरकार आपको स्नूप करना चाहती है? आपके पीछे जासूसी करना चाहती है? नहीं, नो, कोई जासूसी सरकार नहीं करना चाहती है। संचार साथी ये जो ऐप है, ये आपके मैसेजेस नहीं पढ़ सकता। संचार साथी कैन नॉट लिसन टू योर कॉल्स, आइदर द कॉल्स दैट यू रिसीव और द कॉल्स दैट यू मेक। उसका काम सिक्योरिटी प्रोवाइड करने का, फ्रॉड को रोकने का है, चुराए हुए मोबाइल फोन को ट्रैक करने का है और उसे रोककर उसे अपने मालिक के पास पुनः पहुंचाने का है।
सर, सारथी ऐप को सरकार कह रही है मैंडेटरीली हर फोन में लगाना पड़ेगा, इससे साइबर थेफ्ट रुकेंगे।
नॉर्थ कोरिया बनाएंगे आप क्या? नॉर्थ कोरिया बनाएंगे कि कैसे आप हंसेंगे, कैसे आप रोएंगे और कब आपको हंसना है, कब आपको खाना खाना है, कब आपको सुनना है, कब आपको बाल कटवाने। आप बेडरूम में क्या करेंगे, आप ड्राइंग रूम में क्या करेंगे? आप लोगों की निजता का हनन करेंगे? क्या बनाना चाहते हैं? टेक्नोलॉजी का जमाना है तो टेक्नोलॉजी विकसित देशों की तरह करिए ना, सिंगापुर की तरह चले जाइए। एक एक आदमी के मूवमेंट पे नजर रहती है, लेकिन ये सब चीजें नहीं होती हैं।
तो सरकार तो करिए नया फोन आप खरीदेंगे, उसमें ऑलरेडी प्री इंस्टॉल्ड आएगा, आप हटा भी नहीं सकते उसको।
तो कहता रहा हूँ कि आप लोगों के साथ कैसा व्यवहार करना चाहते हैं? नॉर्थ कोरिया बनाना चाहते हैं क्या देश का?
आपके फोन में अगर सरकार के अपडेट कीजिए, आपको करेंगे आप
क्या? सरकार के अब एक बात तो बनेगी, आप तो जबरदस्ती लोगों के फोन में घुस रहे हैं। पहले पेगासस डाल दिया था, वो महंगा था सॉफ्टवेयर, तो सिलेक्टेड लोगों को डाल रहे थे आप। अब सबकी निजता का आप हनन करेंगे।
So Sanchar Sathi app has also given opposition fresh fodder. Sir, what is the opposition's concern about this app? Because government says it's about national security.
This is not about the opposition. This is about the citizens of this country, people of this country. What is the sum and substance of this Sanchar Sathi? They say to empower the people. What is this so-called empowerment? This is invasion into the privacy of the people. This is blatant violation of the Supreme Court judgment of 2017. Pre-installed. They tried with Pegasus. Pegasus became costly proposition. Then they tried with, hacking into the phone instruments. iPhone gave alerts. Then they said CERT is investigating into it. When all these methods were half-hearted methods or couldn't succeed, now they want to directly get into the instruments of the people. This is a blatant violation. We will oppose it tooth and nail.